Most players cash out at 2x thinking they're playing it safe. They lose their bankroll in under 20 rounds. Smart players target 1.3x to 1.8x multipliers instead. They compound wins over hundreds of rounds while others go broke. Chicken Road punishes impatience with mathematical precision. The 98% RTP hides brutal variance that destroys undisciplined approaches. I've identified 3 strategies that actually work against this variance. Each strategy exploits specific weaknesses in how most players think about risk. Testing these strategies requires a platform with transparent RTP verification. I use sites that offer provably fair systems for accurate results. Most platforms manipulate odds or delay withdrawals when you start winning. The verified site I recommend offers welcome bonuses up to $500 depending on your country. You'll find the link in the description below. Strategy number 1 is the micro multiplier method. You target multipliers between 1.3x and 1.8x exclusively. Never chase anything higher. The math behind this approach is devastating to casual players who ignore it. Easy mode gives you 96% success rate per step. Medium mode drops to 88% per step. Hard mode falls to 80% per step. Most players see these numbers and think higher difficulty means better payouts. They're mathematically wrong. The trap probability increases exponentially with each difficulty jump. Easy mode trap rate is 4% per step. Medium jumps to 12% per step. Hard mode hits 20% per step. Hardcore mode destroys you with 40% per step trap probability. Here's your tactical execution for micro multiplier method. Set your bet to exactly 1% of your total bankroll. Choose easy mode exclusively for the first 50 rounds. Cash out the moment you hit 1.5x multiplier every single time. This approach generates 44% profit on successful rounds. Your win rate stays above 90% when you cash out early. Most players can't resist pushing for 3x or 4x multipliers. They lose everything when variance hits them. Strategy number 2 leverages the modified martingale system. Traditional martingale doubles your bet after every loss. This version increases bets by 50% instead of 100%. The reduced increase rate helps you survive longer losing streaks. Your bankroll needs to support at least 10 consecutive losses. Each bet should represent 2% of your starting capital maximum. Set your target multiplier at exactly 2x for every round. Never deviate from this multiplier target regardless of recent results. The modified martingale works because Chicken Road's 98% RTP creates predictable loss patterns. Every step is random, but the overall distribution follows mathematical laws. You're exploiting the law of large numbers over extended play sessions. Execute modified martingale by starting with your minimum bet size. Target 2x multiplier on medium difficulty for optimal risk balance. If you lose, increase your next bet by 50% of the previous amount. When you win, reset back to your original bet size immediately. This creates a profit buffer that grows over time. The 50% increase instead of 100% prevents massive bet escalation. Most players using traditional martingale go broke on the 7th or 8th loss. You survive past the 10th loss with proper bankroll management. Now here's where most players completely misunderstand the mathematics involved. They think each round influences the next round's outcome. Every step is random means every round is independent. Previous results have zero impact on future probabilities. Strategy number 3 is the profit lock method. You divide your session into 3 distinct phases with different objectives. Phase 1 builds your base profit through conservative play. Phase 2 amplifies that profit with calculated risks. Phase 3 preserves your gains against late session variance. Phase 1 uses easy mode with 1.2x to 1.4x targets. Your bet size stays at 1% of bankroll per round. Play exactly 30 rounds in Phase 1 regardless of results. This phase establishes your profit foundation through high probability wins. Phase 2 switches to medium difficulty with 2x to 2.5x targets. Increase bet size to 2% of your current bankroll per round. Play 15 rounds maximum in Phase 2. This phase accelerates profit growth through moderate risk exposure. Phase 3 returns to easy mode with 1.3x targets exclusively. Reduce bet size back to 1% of bankroll per round. Continue until you reach your predetermined session time limit. This phase protects accumulated profits from late session losses. The profit lock method works because it adapts to Chicken Road's variance patterns. Early sessions favor conservative approaches when your bankroll is smaller. Middle sessions allow moderate risks when you have profit cushion. Late sessions require protection when fatigue affects decision-making. Most players do the opposite of what actually works. They start aggressive when they're fresh and their bankroll is intact. They get conservative after losses when they should be pressing small advantages. They chase losses in late sessions when they should be protecting gains. Each strategy addresses specific mathematical weaknesses in standard player approaches. Micro-multiplier method beats impatience through consistent small wins. Modified martingale beats variance through controlled bet progression. Profit lock method beats session mismanagement through structured phases. The combination of these three approaches creates a systematic edge over random play. You're not gambling anymore when you use mathematical frameworks. You're executing calculated profit extraction against measurable probabilities. Your success depends entirely on discipline and execution consistency. Chicken Road rewards players who respect its mathematical structure. The 2% house edge becomes irrelevant when you manage variance correctly over hundreds of rounds. Smart players separate themselves by choosing tested environments over flashy promotions. I've shared the platform I personally use in the description. It delivers reliable withdrawals plus welcome bonuses up to $500. Start with whichever strategy matches your current bankroll size and risk tolerance. Test each approach for at least 100 rounds before making modifications. Track your results precisely to identify which method generates the most consistent profits for your playing style.